guys, hope you're having a great day today. Okay, some of the questions I get asked from a lot of my viewers is, how do you have the energy to do what you do? You do so much in a day. And yes, I do a lot in a day. Is there some miracle cure? No, there's a miracle way to do what I do. First off, I follow the Lord. The Lord tells me what I need to do each day, and I do it. And he just gives me the grace to get it done, just like he'll do for you. But I also believe the Lord gives us a brain. The Lord shares with us, okay, there's some things in the world that you eat a bunch of garbage in your body's not gonna produce a lot of good results. You don't do any exercise, you're not gonna be able to do what you do, right? Because our body is the temple, so we need to be taking care of what we put into ourselves and take care of this body here. So I am by no means super thin and like some health expert, but I do take care of myself. And so I know you can look back. I have a video of how I lost 80 pounds after I had babies, because I've had 10 babies. For those of you that don't know, I've had 10 natural birth babies, gained a lot of weight with all those babies. It didn't matter what I did. I ate healthy, I exercised, and I still gained the weight. So my last two, I was realizing how tired I was and how barely could function. I would just go get coffee laden sugar drinks and just drink them in hopes they would pep me up. And then over time, they never even pep me up anymore. And so I would just be tired. And one day I was just like, I'm done. I need to take care of myself because I've got all these babies and I got to do something about it. So with Madeline, I started exercising. I didn't change any diet, and I started exercising, and I just started moving. I felt better. I walked outside my yard. We had a little circle driveway, and I just walked that driveway. I listened to some music, and I knew how many songs I could do to get 20-25 minutes in, and that's what I did. And then as I did it more and more, started eating a little bit better and healthier. I was still just hungry all the time, and still just eating and filling. But it took some time, but I did lose the weight. Then I had to get pregnant with Stephen, and so I still gained a bunch of weight with Stephen, but so it didn't really matter. But my recovery time after him was so much better, and so I felt great after him. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna get back on losing the weight again. So I started doing the same thing, but I was changing my diet and what I ate in my food. And I ate a lot of whole foods and simple plain foods. It took some time to get that weight off, and then I lost all that weight. So I felt great, lost 80 pounds. And then we moved to North Carolina here, and we did hiking, we did all those things, and then we bought a home, and then we got comfy in our home, and I put on a few extra pounds. Not bad, I definitely by no means overweight. Went to the doctor, my weight is within what it should be, but I knew okay, I felt so much better when I was 10 to 15 pounds lighter. And so I was like, okay, and so hitting 40, I'm 43 years old, trying to lose the weight when I did when I was 30 is a lot harder. I talked to my girlfriend who's roughly the same age, and she had lost a bunch of weight too, and she lost a lot in the beginning like I did, and I was like, okay, we did this, and then we're trying to do it again at this age, and we're like, wow, if I don't just eat salad and that's it, the weight doesn't come off. So we were finding that we were hungry, even though we were exercising like crazy. We would go to the park every single day, and I would run and walk and get it done every single day, and just eat ridiculous amount of less foods, and I would still not see that. I would see it come off, and then I'd have one day where I'd eat, and then it would come all back, and I was frustration. And so I was just doing what I could do. And so I know that my kids started drinking protein shakes. I know Evan was doing it for health reasons, and I've had another one that started doing it, and I was like, you know what, I feel like I just need to detox my body, start fresh, and go at it again. And so I was doing smoothies myself. I made my own little smoothie packs, and I had just fruit in there. I put some spinach in there. I put a little bit of coconut oil in there, and then I was doing some peanut butter protein powder in there. But I still was drinking that. I'm still feeling hungry by the time lunch rolled around. And so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna whatever, give up on this. And so still feeling tired, still doing my things. So I got contacted by a company, 310 Nutrition. I saw another couple of vloggers do videos on them. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna look into this and try. And so I've been doing it. I said I didn't want to commit to anything because I wanted to try the product out for 2 weeks before I decided, okay, is this really making a difference in my life? And so I'm happy to report I have lost a few pounds, but I feel physically better. It didn't give me a spurt of energy, because I always have energy. You see that. I did have my days of tired, but not so exhausted I didn't want to do anything. So this, I just have felt good. I've slept good. I've done good. But I always do that. So I can't base it on like it's making me have more energy, it's making me do these things. I believe that when you start losing weight and your body isn't like working so hard to keep up with all the extra weight on your body, that you naturally do feel better. So if you're having a lot of extra weight on your body, get that down. Keep exercising, keep eating, get that down. That'll be a good thing. So that will help you have a whole lot more energy. But I believe it's helped me, it's like cleaned me out and made me feel a lot better. And so what I do is I got the detox program. And so these aren't for everybody. If you don't want to watch this video, that's fine. You can click it up, and I'm going to share with you my views on how it's made me feel. And so I do, it's a 310 shake, and it's plant-based, so no chemicals. Like I think of like the fakey ones back in the day, and they were all chemical filled. This is all plant-based. And so what I do is I make a smoothie in the morning. They say for weight loss to have one for breakfast, one for lunch, and have a healthy dinner. And so I was doing that the first week, and that was good. And then I found that like I wasn't always home, life was busy, so I was just doing one for breakfast. And getting this in, putting my 310 juice in, which is tons of fruits and vegetables and greens and red fruits and digestive enzymes and proprietary fruit and veggie blends and probiotic blends, all these good things, and putting that in my smoothie. I use coconut milk in there. They recommend unsweetened. For the weight loss, you're going to want to cut back on your calories, so they recommend unsweetened almond milk, putting that in alone. For myself, I was doing this with coconut milk and then a banana, and then I started adding strawberries in it as well. And so that to me was a good meal. I would drink that in the morning. That fills me up really well, so I'm not starving by lunchtime. And so this would have been great back in the day when I had a lot of little kids, because I found like when I was like, I didn't have time for breakfast, and I was running around chasing with kids, and I was like, there's no time to have breakfast. There's like, so I had to force myself to do it. So this would have been great to just take with me and drink. And so I do that now, just drink it throughout the day or throughout the morning as as I'm doing my daily life. And so they recommend that, and they recommend for lunch, and then having a healthy dinner. So I'm gonna show you what I eat in a day on a good day, because it doesn't always happen that day. I do try to follow this perfectly, but guess what? I'm human, and we have parties and we have celebrations. And if we're gonna have ice cream, I'm probably gonna share with ice cream with my kids, just on a little bit lighter scale. And so this has been working good. And they also have, my kit also came with 310 tea, which is like a detox tea. I'm not a tea person, but putting this in my water, I have been drinking it that way. And then it also has apple cider vinegar. You guys know apple cider vinegar is good for your body. I know people have been taking tablespoons of that. I could never get into doing the tablespoons of it because it was like, oh, it burns on your throat. It tastes disgusting. They come in pill form, which is really good. You can still, like, if you put it in your mouth and let it sit there for a minute, you're like, ugh, vomit. So you just take one, drink it down real fast, and get it in your body. So this has been good. So what I've noticed from having this, drinking out, it's a detox. It definitely detoxes you. Drinking this, having my tea, I know one thing, for those of you who don't want to hear maybe too much information here, but it has made me become more regular. Bowel movement wise, it's helped clean out my system. Like, I know after every meal, pretty much going to the bathroom. And I remember like reading back in the day when I started in health kick, it's like, you should, when you eat, body should naturally take out the parts that your body doesn't need and keep the stuff it needs. I wasn't experiencing that. I wouldn't even do that like every day, maybe every 2 days. Back in the day, it was like every 3 days. And so now usually it's about every day. Now it's become after every meal. When I eat, it's just a little bit, but it takes out what it doesn't need. And so that I was like, okay, cool. And I was feeling that out of my body. Definitely made me feel a lot less like junky and bloated and all that good stuff. So I'm like, okay, this has definitely got a good little thing on it. So I'll do mine for breakfast here. Probably have one for lunch today if I'm hungry, and then I'll do a good dinner. And so, but if we had celebration, like this past week, we've had birthday celebration. Did I have our birthday food? Yes, I had birthday food because it was birthday time. Had me a burger, had that, just chose a little bit better version of it. And so, but if I was on a die-hard, wanting to lose 80 pounds, I would have stuck to my thing pretty good. So I'm gonna mix this up now and how I like to have it. I have the 310 coconut flavor one, toasted coconut. That's pretty good. Use a scoop. I didn't think it came with a scoop, and it took me a long time to realize it was just underneath all the powder. So this is a juice. You can actually just do this. Some people drink the green juice plain. I cannot do that. When I see it looking green, I'm like, ooh. Probably why I put strawberries in my smoothie, because if I see a green smoothie, I just can't drink it. So I put a scoop in there of that, and in my shake, and coconut milk. put it in my little bottle here and just drink it. It's not bad. Now, when I first made it, I didn't add any fruit to it, and I was like, ooh, I couldn't do, because it's powdered drink, and I was like, I couldn't do it, but when I added a banana to it, the taste was a whole lot better. And then the strawberry, actually I did strawberries first, and it was okay. I was still like, okay, I just have to get used to the flavor. To me, it reminds me more of a chalky coating, and then I realized, okay, it's coating my insides, getting all that garbage out. And then the last few times I've been doing it, I've been adding a banana, I'm like, okay, drinking that down. So this is good. It's more purplish green. If you add the flavor, which it works out really good. If you add more strawberries, it'll be more pink, but this will be good. So I'll just take this with me as I'm going about my day, drink this up, which works out really good. And then in my water bottle, I will put, because I'll drink this probably most of the morning, and then have another one for lunch. After lunch, I'll take my tea and put it in my water bottle and just let that steep in there, steep in there. And then I get that all, I mean, I usually try to take this in the afternoon when I think about it. Sometimes I forget, so I have to leave it on my counter. So that's good. Okay, I'm gonna go about my day, and then I'll show you what I have for lunch as well. All right, so it has been a good day. We have been busy and busy. I'm not showing my usual day today. I'm just showing you what I'm eating and drinking today. So I didn't do the coffee this morning. I did have 2 cups of coffee in the morning. I used to drink a lot, like probably 3-4 mugs. I'm just having 2 mugs each morning. So I do that. I used to do tons, like every single day, have one in the afternoon, but I find that I don't need that much. I usually only do a cup of coffee in the afternoon if I find that I'm gonna stay up really late purposefully because I have a lot to do, like editing, that kind of thing. But most of the time I try to get my sleep and I try to do my thing. I don't stay up late every single night. I don't get up early every single day. I try to balance out my life. If I got something going on, listen to bugs, then I do it. So I've got my water here. So this is a big thing of water. I've got my tea bag in there. I'm gonna drink this, and then that is a good detoxing tea. And what will happen is it'll help work on your little system there, your bowels, and that will help you go to the bathroom. I know it sounds so gross and disgusting. I find that I have to use the bathroom, like urine-wise. Is that good? Urine-wise, more drinking this as well. So, but that's a good thing. Clean out your system. Okay, so I'm gonna drink this. I'm gonna put some more water in it to keep it rolling. And then for lunch today, because this is a day in life and a perfect day of what I would do, I'm gonna make another smoothie and drink it because I'm really busy today. I'm doing a lot of running, a lot of doing in my house, which you'll see in another video. And so I will get my smoothie for lunch, get that made. Usually good to do that. It's good to get out fresh fruits and veggies if you're tempted to snack. I find I don't snack when I do the smoothies because it fills me up. But if I was doing just like the protein smoothies, if I was doing a regular one with fruit, I feel like I mean, I know because I've done it, I've been hungry and I want to eat more. So I put out a tray of like veggies and I would just keep snacking from there. But I find when I drink these smoothies, it keeps me full and I don't feel the need to like munch all the time. That was a big thing for me, munching, especially, oh gosh, sitting at my laptop. I would want to eat. Every time I sat down, I felt like I just wanted to fill my face with something. And so I was like, this is bad, but I feel a whole lot fuller now drinking the shakes, and then I don't find myself munching as much. So it's good. It's a beautiful hot day today. So we will make sure that we go get some exercise. Exercise is another key, huge thing to a healthy lifestyle. If you're not doing a huge exercise program, have a personal trainer. I don't have a personal trainer. Would I love one? Absolutely. I would love to say I have to go to the gym 3 days a week. Not my time in life. Maybe I will in the future. I'll see. But I feel like that's a good way to like motivate to like, I have to go, and you'll actually go because the schedule, you're paying for it, it's a good thing. But if you don't and you just have to do it on your own whim, that's kind of hard to do. I get that. So you got to schedule it in your day. For myself, I feel like if we don't get to the park or go to the lake every day, then we're not going to get exercise. I find that as a mom, my kids are way more wild, don't go to bed, and life is so much busier. So I try to focus on scheduling a time at the park. We're not going to the lake right now as the lake is closed, but we will definitely go to the park tonight and do some walking. Focus on a mile. We focus on a mile. I try to run it. I try to go fast. If I don't, then if like some days I don't feel it, like sometimes times in the month I'm not feeling it, or I'm just busy and I don't feel it, then I'll say, okay, I'll just get my mile in, and I'll get my mile in, and I won't feel guilty because I actually got a mile in. So I used to, when I was losing weight before I was exercising, and I would still eat the same junk food. And so someone told me, they said, what are you doing? Are you exercising to eat, or are you exercising to lose weight? And I was like, So you want your exercise to count. If you're eating a bunch of garbage food and you're just having to exercise to keep it off, kind of pointless in my eyes. I don't like exercising. I don't particularly like sweating. I don't like any of that. If I could just sit on the couch all day long and be healthy, I would do that. I mean, not sit on the couch all day long, but you know what I mean. I just don't like the whole exercise thing. Don't like sweating, don't like any of it. So, but I know it's good for you. I know it's important to do to our bodies. It's important for our kids to see that. So I do take them and I'm like, okay, let's go get our mile in. And that's what we do. And we just go out, we do it together, and we take the dog and she gets her walk in too. So it works out good that way. There we go, I'm losing focus. So always good to model that for your kids. When I couldn't get out before because I had a lot of little kids, guess what I would put on? There's an Australian band of boys, older men that dance and sing. I don't know if I can say it on here. So they do a bunch of singing and dancing, and you can actually dance along with them. And I did that a lot with the kids in the house, and that got our exercise and wigglies out. So it worked good. It gets you sweating, trust me. So, okay, I'm gonna go keep drinking this. We're gonna go inside and go do some, the rest of our day. I'm gonna get lunch for the kids. I'll avoid that. I'm gonna have a nice dinner tonight. So not avoiding that. If I wanted to, I would have something healthy, a salad or something if I had salads made up, or soup, but I don't have either of those. So today's the perfect day, which doesn't happen all the time. And I'll just do another shake because it's just easier to do, and it'll fill me up, and you'll see that I don't have to eat. Not focusing. When I put this here, it focuses. You'll see that I won't have to eat because I'm not hungry. So, okay, gonna go back in. All right, so I just finished my water bottle here, so I'm gonna fill it up again. I didn't even get to make a shake for lunch. Remember I was gonna make one for lunch? I didn't. I ended up having, the kids had like a Lunchable lunch. It was like cheese, salami, chunks, and crackers. And so I just grabbed a couple of those for lunch today. I had like a few crackers, a few salami, and a few cheese, and that was it. Now I'm like, I'm not even hungry, which is so great. So if I was starving, I would have had another shake, but I'm just not. And I don't even feel starved. Usually by the afternoon, I'm like, I'm starving. Or usually at this time, I'm like, I need a coffee. Like I don't need a coffee at all. So I'm doing really good. So I'm just gonna hold off for a good dinner tonight. So for dinner tonight, I'm gonna probably pull out sweet potato, and I can have the food. The kids are having walking tacos tonight, but I'm not gonna do that. I've been really liking I have some chicken, fajita chicken meat with some lettuce, and I'll probably do some sweet potato and some riced cauliflower. So I'm gonna do that tonight. Okay, it is the dinner hour in our household, so now I'm getting my food. My kids had walking tacos tonight, and I do like walking tacos. So what I do, this is what I do. If I strictly wanted to lose tons and tons of weight, I would eat a very strict diet. But I'm not there. I want to be able to enjoy food at the same time. So this is what, let me get you over this way. This is what I cook. This is cauliflower rice. It's a lemon one. Not bad. I didn't love the lemon flavor, so I took that mix of the spice mix that I have, like the salad dressing mix. I just sprinkle a little bit and it tastes a whole lot better. So I put that in there. I've got some chicken in here, the stir-fried chicken. I just heated up, and this is a sweet potato with a little bit of butter. So I have this. I have watermelon, and since I love walking tacos, you know what I did? I did a small bowl of walking tacos. And so what I did is inside here I put refried beans, a little bit of meat, a little bit of cheese, a little bit of Doritos, because just a little bit, and then lettuce, mostly lettuce, onions, salsa, and sour cream on top. So this way I'm not denying myself my delicious foods, but most of my meal is gonna come from here. So this is what I ate today, besides the couple crackers and couple salami. So this is actually really good. So I'm gonna go sit down and eat this now. Okay, so I'm all done eating, so there's still food on my plate if you look. A little bit left over. Now, back in the day I would have felt bad for leaving anything behind and thinking it's wasteful and everything else, and I don't feel that bad. I used to feel bad like when my kids had left food on their plate and I would always eat theirs. That's bad. Don't eat your kids' food. It's okay, just don't touch it. Make it a rule that kids' food is gross. Like, I had to mentally get a picture of that. My kids are picking their nose, and who knows where their hands are, even though they do wash them. And they're touching their food, or they slobber, or they're gross, so you just have to go, don't touch anything your kids eat. a good little lesson. So this is my dinner. I still have a little bit of chicken. I'm just full. I'm full. I'm gonna be done. So that's what I'm gonna do. So now tonight we're gonna go for a walk and get our exercise in, and that's a good thing to do each and every day. Just get some fresh air, mamas. No matter what you're doing, something. Get out with your kids and play. We're just gonna go to the park and walk. All right, so I hope you enjoyed today's video of what I eat in a day and things I can do after 40 years old to kind of stay in shape, stay healthy. I don't think that you need to be a certain size. I don't think you need to eat like the perfect food or any of those things. I believe there's things that can help you. And if there's things in this world that can help you, then I say go for it and use them, just because there's so much out there. There's so much out there. And so what I do, it definitely helps me. It fills me up. It lets me go throughout the day, so I'm not snacking and eating. I think that's one of the hardest things when you hit that over 40 age thing. So, and just keep exercising and keep moving. That's the key. Keep moving with your kids. Keep moving by yourself. Just make it a priority to do those things. So you can do a whole lot more. I can do a whole lot more, but you do what you can do. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I thank you 310 Nutrition for sponsoring today's video. So if you guys want any more information, I'm going to put the link in the description below. I'm going to put the link for what I got, the kit that I got from them. So mine will last for 2 weeks. So for 2 weeks, if you add up the price with the discount code, it's really not that bad of a deal for food for the week, for this next 2 weeks. So, okay, you guys have a fantastic day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.